If you've been in a relationship for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're there, living your life, loving your person, and everything feels good. And then, out of nowhere, while you're just going about your day, a thought creeps in. A question you can't quite shake. Am I really with the right person? Is there even an answer to that? Let's figure it out together. Start with yourself. Here's the first thing most people get wrong. They try to answer the question, are we right for each other, by staring at their partner, analyzing every little thing they do. But the real starting point isn't them. It's you. Before you can know whether someone matches you, you have to actually know who you are. What do you value? What are your beliefs, your politics, your dreams for the next 10 years? And I don't mean your bank account or your job title. I mean your lifestyle in the deeper sense. How you see the world, how you make decisions, what your daily habits look like, what you spend your time and energy on. So ask yourself honestly, does the person beside you share that worldview, or at least respect it? Because if you're building a life with someone whose entire way of seeing the world is fundamentally different from yours, that's not automatically a deal breaker, but it is something you need to look at with open eyes. Define what family actually means to you. Here's something people rarely talk about openly. Everyone assumes the word family means the same thing to everyone. It doesn't. What does family mean to you? Does it include children? Does it include accepting kids your partner already has from a previous relationship? Does it include the possibility of never having kids at all because your partner doesn't want them? Does it include bringing aging parents into your home one day when they can no longer live on their own? There isn't a right answer here. But there is a right answer for you. So be honest with yourself, and then be honest about whether the person you're with is building toward the same picture. What dreams are still sitting on the shelf? Next question. What goals do you still have that you haven't reached yet, but that still matter to you? Maybe you've always wanted to move abroad. Maybe you want to start a business, go back to school, or completely change your career path in 5 years. Would the person you're with actually pack up and come with you? Or, if they couldn't, would you be able to let that dream go without resentment, without quietly blaming them for it years down the road? This isn't about ultimatums. It's about knowing, in advance, what kind of compromise you're actually capable of making in peace, and what kind of compromise would slowly poison you. Do you actually love them? Now let's talk about the word everyone throws around so casually, love. If you've been together for some time, you've moved past the initial spark, the honeymoon phase, and you've entered something deeper. Or at least you're supposed to have. But here's the uncomfortable truth. People say, I love you all the time, without ever really sitting with what that phrase means. So I want to give you a small exercise, something I actually use with people who come to me wrestling with this exact question. I'm going to describe 5 scenarios. I want you to actually close your eyes and picture each one as vividly as you can, as if it were happening to you right now. Then answer honestly. No hesitation, no softening it to make yourself feel better. Picture the person you love, decades from now. The wrinkles have set in. Their body has changed. Their memory isn't as sharp as it used to be. Do you still choose them? Now picture them young, but stripped of their hair, thinner than you've ever seen them, going through cancer treatment. If it's a woman, imagine she's had a mastectomy. Do you still choose them? Picture them after a serious accident, permanently in a wheelchair or bedridden, and you are the one caring for them, every single day, for years, with no end date. Do you still choose them? Picture them having lost their job, and no matter how hard they try, nothing works out for 2-3 years straight. Do you still choose them? And picture them arrested, maybe unfairly, maybe not, and sentenced to a few years in prison while you're left holding your family together completely alone in the meantime. Do you still choose them? If your honest answer to every single one of those was yes, I would still choose them. Then congratulations. At least when it comes to love, you're with the right person. And before you tell me these scenarios are extreme, that tragedies like this rarely happen, let me stop you right there. I didn't invent a single one of them. These are real situations from real people who have sat across from me in therapy. Life like this happens far more often than we like to admit. That's exactly why it matters to know, ahead of time, whether you can genuinely stand beside someone through the worst of it, not just the best of it. You've heard the phrase, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, for richer or for poorer, 100 times at weddings. I just wanted you to actually feel what those words mean before you say them, or before you judge whether you truly meant them when you did. The truth nobody wants to hear. Here's where I have to be honest with you. Everything we just walked through can help you understand what you feel right now. But whether the person you're with is truly the love of your life, that's something you can only know by living it. The love of your life isn't found ready-made. It's built, day by day, hand in hand with another person. And one day, when you look back at the years behind you, that's when you'll realize it. Not because you found some perfect certainty in advance, but because you lived it, and you built something real together. So stop torturing yourself trying to get 100% certainty today. Focus instead on the warmth of the relationship you have right now, and let time show you the rest. If this helped you look at your relationship a little differently, stick around. There's more where this came from.